This is the slide on the PowerPoint that we've already gone over, and you should have a copy of it if you are downloading PowerPoints from the D2L shell. So let me explain again that this is called a test blueprint. I know I have on the top it says test specifications, but that's what it used to be called when I learned how to do it. So basically how I constructed this is that I read the chapter. This one is chapter 4 from another testing book, not our testing book. And as I read the chapter, I wrote down all the major topics that were discussed and some of the important elements under that major topic. So each one of these numbers is a major section in the chapter that I read. Now, you're required to read chapter 6. There are major sections in that chapter. Chapter 6 is about validity. I believe one of the sections is about content validity. So perhaps that would be number 1 or one of these major headings. Underneath content validity, or one of the major subjects, are probably pieces of information that are also important related to the main topic here, and so I'm going to list them. So for example, in my test specification or my test blueprint, they talked about factor analysis. They talked about when to use it, what it is, how to evaluate the solutions that are proposed by factor analysis, which is a major topic in factor analysis, and then its use with one specific test, the primary mental abilities. And so that's an example of the use of factor analysis that will help you understand the definition and help you understand how it's used. I did that with every major topic in the chapter I was assigned and the subtopics underneath the major topic that I felt were important. How would you identify something that is important from a chapter? Is it a subtopic? Is it talked about a lot? Are lots of examples used so that the text author is really trying to drive home a point about this topic? That's certainly a few ways to decide if something is important. Then along this axis here, which will help create the rows, are all of the learning objectives, which when I did this were called instructional goals. So you're going to list the 13 learning objectives along here, and those will create the rows. The learning objectives are on page 2 of the syllabus. At the intersection of a learning objective and a topic or a subtopic, you're going to put an X if you think that topic or subtopic helps you learn or helps you achieve that learning goal. And you're going to look at all these topics and subtopics as they may pertain to all 13 learning goals. You're going to put an X where the topic helps you achieve a learning goal. The width of these columns makes no difference. It's just that these were 1-line information, so they're narrower. This was 3 lines of information, so this was wider. At the bottom, you can add up all the checks, and let's say factor analysis has 17 checks. There probably should be an item or two on factor analysis for my particular quiz that I'm making test specifications for. If there's a couple of checks under definition, I might want to have an item on that, and so forth. Because this tells you the content of a test that's going to measure the achievement of this information as it helps a student achieve the learning objectives for the course. Please type it. You can hand print the checks in there. And as I said in class before, use whatever program you're more comfortable with, be it Word, inserting a table, and you can always rotate the you should rotate the print here and have it go up this way. Or Excel. Excel, I'm not sure if it has rotation. So let me check. Let me load up a Word document here once. Okay, here we're in a Word document. You're going to go up to Insert. You're going to click on Table. We don't know how many of these columns we need yet, and we do need 13 rows, but let's start here. And there's the table. Now when we start to type factor analysis, I want to rotate that. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to go up here to Layout, and here's where it says Text Direction. I want to click on it. Oh, that looks backwards. Click it again. Now it's going the right way. And then I type something else. I highlight it. I go up here to text direction. I click until it's the direction I want it to be. Okay? So that's how you rotate text in a table. Please do that to make your table as clean as possible. Now, I already started my my columns here, and I need a row over here for my learning objectives. So I put the cursor in that column. I right-click, and then I find on the menu it says Insert. I want to insert a column to the left, and now I have a column. And now I can put my learning objectives. Remember I said to number them as they are numbered on the syllabus, and then give me a brief couple of words that exemplifies that first learning objective. Okay? Any questions, please email me before Friday. This test blueprint is still due this Friday. Thank you.